So with the current dip in the crypto market, you're seeing a lot of people sell their positions. And today we are going to go over what is happening to these people and what you need to do right now in the crypto market. So this is just a crypto market status update. What I believe everyone in altcoins should do realistically, and why this is almost pertaining to these new investors who've gotten into cryptocurrency, who maybe this is their first cycle, who've gotten into this and are freaking out because they've been told that this is going to be one of the biggest months. They've been told all these things. And honestly, this is just a video of what to say to these people. Because at the end of the day, guys, you've been into crypto. Let's assume you got into it earlier this year with the promise and with the hopes of a cycle coming by the end of the year. And you are starting to doubt yourself now. You're starting to doubt the markets like when we are right here. It doesn't make any sense. You've had all this belief up until then, and I see it on my ex. I've seen it everywhere where a lot of people are just scared. They're just scared, and it's like, what are you doing with that in the crypto space? A lot of people are selling their positions right now due to fear and uncertainty. Again, by looking at what everything is doing and crashing, I'm honestly saying, okay, I need more capital to throw in because this is going to be like one of the last times we get prices like this. Like, people think really short term, and this is what I see constantly. So this is going to be something where I'm like talking and kind of going over, like, don't panic. Don't let your emotions take control of you just because like your favorite coin, you're expecting it to be worth, like for Airdrome, for example, it's at like $1.14, $1.13, and you're expecting it to go to $2 the next week, etc. And then all of a sudden it's now down to this stage. Who cares? Like, at the end of the day, we're long-term focused till March in spring. Honestly, anything that happens now is just more beneficial. If a dip happens, you can load up more until that spring comes, or if it grows, it grows. Whatever happens, happens. But like, so many people will look at it day to day. They'll see their portfolio go down, the day, and they'll freak out. They'll absolutely just freak out. And a lot of people sell their positions, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, if you're wanting to know what to do in the crypto market, if you've had faith that we'd see a bull run come spring or into spring by the end of the year, are we at that time yet? We're not. We're still in October. We're not even done with October. So there's absolutely no reason you should be freaking out right now and, debating selling everything, debating getting into the S&P 500 with all of your stuff, all of your money in crypto. Like, at the end of the day, these short price swings, or like leading up to something like this, is what gets so many people. And this is why it's so hard to stay in the crypto market, is because when you have these swings, which this is not even that big of a swing in the market, we're up still higher than we were a couple of weeks ago. But because people have seen their portfolios go up a decent amount, and then they've gone back down almost to levels before, it's again still higher than levels before, they still freak out and see that as a huge loss, when at the end of the day it's not. This is just a temporary, little fluctuation. But like, this is what gets crypto investors. I like to say it like this. Like, let's say if we go in the beginning of the year, we had that initial climb, then we had that crash, that leveled out a lot of people. That sell-off leveled out a bunch of people who just quit crypto after that. They took their March thing and then they quit, right? Well, now look at it. If we go, okay, you just go throughout the time when we had our crashes in the summer, when we had our crashes in, this is example as well, or August, September, those months when you've had that, you've continued to lose investors who are planning on a cycle to happen. People who plan on having a cycle to happen, you'd expect them to be in until they expect the market to top in spring. But no, what happens is these people think so short term that they will be in the crypto markets at, let's say, the beginning of the year. This is the amount of people who are in the crypto markets in anticipation of a spring bull run by the next year. So this is at the beginning of the year. And then this is what happens as things go on and on and on. You lose a very large amount of that population who's invested in waiting for spring. I've seen it with my own personal circle. I've seen it with social media. I've seen it with a ton of different things. People just do not play the long-term game. They let emotions get control of them, and they expect short-term things to happen. That's ultimately not what's going to happen. And again, this is why it's very hard for those who are in crypto to make a very nice amount of money. It's because you have to have so much discipline to not sell. You have to have so much emotional control in order to detach from your money in order for you to make a decent amount of money. Those who are emotionally attached to all of this money, they're ultimately going to be the ones who are the 99% who don't make anything. They're the majority because they have been in it, but just when things start to go wrong, they've been going right, they start to go wrong, they immediately panic and they immediately sell and they immediately don't worry about it the rest of the day and just the rest of their time. They don't get back into crypto. And that is ultimately what I'm saying, guys. This is just an example of what happens. We have these dips because a lot of people are selling and afraid that things are going to go much lower than they are, when in the outlook of the long-term view, that's not what's going to happen. Now, if you can read charts, if you can see, okay, I should exit here because I do see that correction coming where you're going to have those sell-offs and you can kind of play the markets that way, of course, that's great because you're still in the crypto market. But I'm saying the people who will get into crypto expecting things to happen and they'll ride the wave and then boom, they're out because of a small 20% dip. Like ultimately, those types of people are never going to last in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is something that is hard to make money in because of emotional investing. You have to understand that. And with all that further ado, guys, I'll see you later.